From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott.
And I'm student meteorologist Gabe Keller.
Here with the medium range forecast and video discussion issued on Wednesday, December 4th. Well, Gabe, this is our last medium range of the semester. And, just in time for meteorological winter, it did turn much colder in the eastern United States, and it's going to remain that way through the end of the week. But looking ahead into late this weekend and early next week, we're in for a big pattern change, aren't we?
Yeah, and finally on the last medium range forecast of the semester, we actually have some interesting things to talk about other than high pressure. But like Kyle said, after the next few days, it seems like winter may be going away for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that brings up another point. That's something we still aren't going to be talking about here in this medium range forecast, and that is snow. So let's jump right into things. So as we do that and take a look at the upper level pattern across the United States, late this week, what you'll notice is that there's this deep trough or dip in the jet stream over the northeastern United States, and that's in response to a large jet stream ridge that's currently in place over western North America. Believe it or not, this is actually a lobe of the tropospheric polar vortex that's going to be making a pass through the Great Lakes region, southeastern Canada, and northern New England late this week. And that's going to be responsible for those windy and unseasonably cold conditions later Thursday through Friday night. But as we look ahead into Sunday afternoon, you see a total reversal of that pattern across North America. That deep trough over the eastern United States is now replaced by a northward bulge or ridge in the jet stream, and that ridge in the west has now been replaced by a trough or dip in the jet stream. So that's really going to shake up the pattern later this weekend into early next week. So as we take a look at the GFS model for 1 p.m. on Saturday, you'll notice this is really the harbinger that's going to kickstart the change in that pattern, and that is the warm front, which is the catalyst for this warmer air that's going to be moving into the region on Sunday. On Saturday, that's still going to be off to our west, straight from the Great Lakes region into the Ohio Valley. So we're still going to be on the cold side of that warm front on Saturday, dealing with the lingering effects of that pocket of Arctic air over New England. So Saturday's still going to be brisk and rather cold with highs in the mid to upper 30s, but it won't be as bad as what we see later tomorrow into Friday. The Euro's in good agreement with the GFS, showing that warm front to our west on Saturday, but that blows through the mid-Atlantic states on Saturday night, and by Sunday, it's draped over northern New England. So Sunday is going to be much different than Saturday. It's still going to be breezy, but winds are going to be out of the southwest at 12 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be much milder Saturday night as well, with lows only in the mid to upper 20s, and temps are going to rebound quickly Sunday under mostly sunny skies, so expect a nice end of the weekend with highs back around 50 degrees. And Gabe, that warming trend looks like it's going to continue into early next week.
Yeah, absolutely. You take a look into Monday, you can see our next storm system right around the Great Lakes region with a draping cold front well off to our west. But out ahead of that, we're going to be experiencing southerly flow due to a high pressure that is out in the Atlantic. So the combination of this high and this low will cause southerly flow to overspread the region. And we're going to see some overcast skies, maybe some showers. Looks kind of damp and dreary, what you'd expect from a fall day. But we are going to see temperatures really start to increase as we could push 50, maybe even a little bit higher. And then if you take a look at the Euro, some slight disagreement about the placement of the low, but regardless, looks like it's going to be cloudy, damp, dreary, again with that southerly flow, pushing temperatures about 10 degrees warmer than what we've been seeing early in the weekend. And then taking a look at Tuesday, this is where we start to have pretty big model disagreement between the GFS and the Euro. And the big difference is the Euro is much slower with the storm system, and it's much deeper, more amplified. And right now we're tending to lean towards the Euro, but we still aren't quite sure. It's still a good ways away. Either way, more of the same, southerly flow out ahead of that cold front, and you'll get more compressional warming coming off the Appalachian Mountains, indicating a pretty warm but still cloudy and maybe a little bit more damp as well on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be very mild next week, especially in comparison to this week. So as we take a look at the medium range forecast, partly sunny, brisk, and still cold on Saturday with a high of 38, but then again, mostly sunny, breezy, and turning a lot warmer on Sunday with a high near 50. Mostly cloudy, damp, and dreary on Monday with a chance of rain, a high again near 50. Then looking ahead into Tuesday, mix of clouds and sun, windy with a chance of showers, and it's going to be significantly warmer on Tuesday with highs perhaps as high as the low to mid 60s. Well, that'll do it for our last medium range forecast of the semester. I will be doing one next week, and then tune in again next semester and over the holidays when I will be doing the medium range forecasts. Until then, enjoy the warm up this weekend and next week.